All right. Good morning, ladies. I am so glad that you're here. In our pre-discussion, like just hearing about the changes in the last year and coming to health and just sharing with each other what we have going on. It's just been a very fun thing to watch evolve with all you ladies. So thank you. Thank you for that. This morning, I wanted to bring to you three words. Move the needle. What does that do for you? When I think about moving the needle on your vision, on what you want to accomplish, on what you're running towards, on what you're focusing on, what that thing out there is this idea of zooming out and then zoom out some more. Basically, like spread it so thin that you can see through it. And then what is it you need to do? Right? Like all the weeds are taken out, everything is strained out, so you're left with the main ingredients. And those main ingredients, if you spread them out really thin over like a 1% a day kind of thing, what do you need to do to get the thing done? I like to call these non-negotiables. A short list of things that you do every single day that can be done maybe when your heart isn't fully in it, or the day has gotten away from you, or you're on vacation, or whatever it might be, right? The car broke down. You can still get to these few things. In which case, you are still moving the needle, even though those things are so thin, so menial, so small, that when you do them, you're like, is this even going to do it? Is this even going to get me there? But every single layer, when you fold that, I get this baking reference of like pastry, right? We thin layers and you fold, thin layers and you fold. All those folds are what I'm talking about. Like as you stack that one task on top of 365 days out of the year, that thing is accomplished. That thing, that vision is being experienced. So pick a few really small things that when you zoom out, you take them with you. Because sometimes as we zoom out, we lose the details, right? We lose maybe what color it is, but that, yeah, we still need to add color, right? So I'm just like doing this whole thing where I'm pulling that back, right? But when we zoom out, yes, some of the details are something we have to do when we're all zoomed in, right? But as we zoom out, that's what allows us to get through day to day, to get through the hard times, to get through the good days, to get through living the dream, right? And what that looks like as we zoom out, when we get to zoom back in, we know what we've been doing. Okay. So I encourage you to pick those few things that are your non-negotiables, that are something that help you to thrive every single day, even on the hard days. And especially on the good days, don't forget to do these things, right? When you're on this high, when you have this great conversation, all this stuff, still do these things, right? Because when we spread those out, that, oh, wait, that is where we end up moving the needle on that broad spectrum. So once you have those few things picked out, remind yourself why you do them. So this can be done, I kind of think of like, what is your why? Why do you do the thing you do, right? But this is where we can kind of zoom in on our mindset of this so that every single time we pick up the pen to do that thing, we pick up that glass of water to drink and fulfill that promise to ourselves, right? That we're going to drink X amount of gallons a day or whatever it might be. We can write scripts. We can write affirmations. We can create mantras that support these small moves. Why you do the things you do. Back them up with positive mindsets. Because if you train yourself to do these I pick six, these few little things that move the needle on that broad spectrum. Now, when you lean in and do a specific project or a specific thing, as you pull out, you can see the rest of the vision, right? You can zoom in, do this detail, and come back out and do your daily non-negotiables. So with that, I want to kind of talk about this in our small group discussion of what this can look like for each of us individually. Hey, I do this. It has felt good. I think I'm going to keep doing it. How do I set a mindset for that? Right? Because I don't do it all the time. Or what would be the thing that would get me here that's all zoomed out, so I'm not in the details, in the minutia of it all, but I'm at that higher level that says I do this because of that. Okay, so with that, we're going to go into our small discussion and see what we have to say about that.